Hello folks, my name's Tom Morley, Irish fiddle player and author of several books including Learn to Play Irish Trad Fiddle and Fiddle Club Favorites. And I'm here to give another video Irish fiddle lesson, Irish Fiddling 101, with a great reel that you just heard me play called the Merry Blacksmith. This tune goes clear back to the 1800s easily and was published in the famous O'Neill collection in the very early 1900s in Chicago, collected by Chief Francis O'Neill, and it's been a popular tune with fiddle players well before that. Some people call it Paddy on the Turnpike. It's also been known by that name, but I've always known it as the Merry Blacksmith. It's a notey tune, but I think the way I'm going to teach it to you, it's one of the more advanced tunes that I've taught here in these video lessons. But I think once I show you some of the little tricks and the little melodies that keep getting used over and over again, it'll all come together pretty quickly and you'll see that it isn't all that bad. It's in the key of D, so we might warm up with a D scale. Which certainly is a good start, but of course there's lots of E string notes on this tune, so I also like to warm up and have my students warm up on a D scale and a half. So once we get to this D, we're going to continue up the E string with open E, first finger F sharp, low second G, third finger A, and pinky B. We need all of those notes to play this tune. So let's play that D scale and a half. There we go. In fact, a vast majority of fiddle tunes wind up dancing around on the D string, A string, and E string. So that's a real good warm-up for any fiddle player, actually. And those five notes on the E string, whether you're in the key of G or D, stay the exact same with open first, low second G, third A, and pinky B. So that's a good warm-up anytime. So just remember that when you're working at home. This has two sections, the Merry Blacksmith, just like most Irish fiddle tunes, most reels. First section, 8 measures, and the second section is also 8 measures. The first section is a little lower melody, and then the B section gets higher with a lot of E string notes. That's where we're going to use all those notes we just warmed up on. So let's, I'm going to teach you a lick out of context of this tune first, and you'll see how we're going to use it over and over again. And it goes A, B, A, F, A. A, B, A, F, A. So let's do that one more time. We also sometimes make a double little lick out of it. Okay, so whenever you hear that happen in the melody, it's going to make it a whole lot easier for you. In fact, we use it 3 times in the very first 3 measures. To start, the melody starts on open A, so it has a little pickup, A, B, D. Oh, there it is right there, A, B, A, F, A, and then. So let's listen to the first 2 measures and then you try them because you've already kind of warmed up on the licks that you need. All right, there's the first 2 measures. Now the next 2 measures I'm going to teach you, they're a little notey, but once you learn them, we're going to use them in the exact same place in the B section of the tune. They'll wind up being the 3rd and 4th measures in the B section as well. So the lick goes open 1, 3, open 1. Then you drop. let's listen to the first 4 measures and try them with me. 1, 2, 3. Now we go up and fall back. Okay, now the next 4 measures are at least the next 2 measures are a lot like the first 2 measures. In the first measure, we played a long note, a long D. Now we're going to break it up and make it a D, C, D. Otherwise, that's the only difference. Okay, do you recognize that? So when we play it first, we go. When we play it the next time, we go. It's the only thing we add. All right, let's listen to the first 6 measures of the tune now. I'm going to build these up 2 measures at a time, but I think you'll get it. 1, 2, 3. There's the first 6 measures. The last 2 measures go like this. So they climb up the same way as you've already done a couple times. Open 1, 3, open 1. That happens again. But this time we're going to go down with little jumps of thirds. Da 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 da. And we wind up on that open D. It's the place you want to be when you're playing a tune in D. Most every main 8-measure phrase is probably going to end on a D note. So let's listen to those last 2 measures again. 1, 3, open 2, 3, 1, open 2. That dances around the fiddle quite a bit, but I think once you play it a few times, you'll get that just fine. And guess what? That's how the B section ends as well, with those exact same 2 measures. So we're halfway there. All right, let's listen to the next section. It starts high up on the E string with it of 3 fingers. You go right down, don't you? Then you end it with a... We already know that. The measures we already learned from the A section. Now here's the neatest lick of the whole tune, but it's just a little dancing around of your fingers. 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, let's do that together. Of course, it ends with the notes we already know. Da 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 da. We've already learned that, and then we stick the measures we just learned from the A section. So let's listen to the whole B section. See how all that works together? If you look at the printed music for it, you'll notice all these measures that are actually the same, that the tune looks so notey and difficult on paper even, if you can read the music, but then you realize, oh, once I learn these two measures, I'm going to use them again right here, and once I learn these two measures, I'm going to use them again there. So once you've learned the A section of the tune, you actually have already learned over half of over 3/4 of the tune, really, and you only have a few new measures to learn. Also, by listening to the little repeated phrases, the very first thing I showed you at the beginning of the lesson, that will help you to also grab those whenever you hear those. So even if you hear somebody play it and they're playing it a little faster than you'd like, you might be able to grab bits of it and play along parts of it as you're learning to memorize the entire tune and add it to your repertoire. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this tune, The Merry Blacksmith. It's included in my book, Learn to Play Irish Trad Fiddle, along with about 59 other great tunes from the Irish tradition, with stories behind the tunes, all kinds of hints and help. And I hope you'll check that out. It's at irishtradfiddle.com, and I have a lot of recordings and such at flyingfrogmusic.com. If you're ever in Chattanooga, come and look me up. That's where I live. I give lessons at a great store there in town called Fiddlers Anonymous. And Chattanooga is a great town for all sorts of fiddling. And it's fun being a new resident there in the city. So once again, thanks, happy fiddling, and see you next time. See how all that works together?